Paula and Real Women of Philadelphia. My name is Pam Graham, and today I'm going to share a recipe that I came up with called crab stuffed prosciutto wrapped shrimp. Today I am using king crab legs. If you're not familiar with them, they're caught off the waters of Alaska and the Bering Strait, and this is a smaller king crab claw with part of the leg attached. And usually stuffed crab is done with, you got to be careful with these because they have these sharp points on them. So I hold it with a towel. But usually stuffed crab or stuffed shrimp is done with crab patties, or a mixture that you would also use to make crab patties. And as much as that is good, I am a huge fan of king crab. It is sweet and buttery, and when you pull it out of the shell, it's got that vibrant red color. And I just make sure that when I pull it out, because at the joints they have these little feathers, I make sure to pull those out and stick the meat aside. If you wanted to use the king crab, the canned crab, you're more than welcome to, but I just happen to prefer this taste a little bit more. What I did is I just snapped the claw, and you can see again at the joint there's a fin. And what I do is, and there's another one right here, you'll see it there. I'm particularly fond of the claw meat because it's nice and sweet, and you get pieces out like that. On the shrimp, I'm going to use what are called U15, and that means it's usually 15 shrimp to the pound. And I get mine from a place that deveins them. So I'm just pulling the shell off the back. So the shell and the feet are here, and the shrimp is here. And you can see where they split the back to devein it. And I just take a knife and run it through like this to butterfly it. Because what I want to do is open these up and place them on a baking sheet with the crab mixture. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the meat out of this, and I'll come back and show you how to make the stuffed part of the crab. Okay, I've got all my crab prepped, and this is about 3 king crab legs, a little under a pound of actual crab leg with the shell on. And you can see I've cut them down into about a 1/2 inch chunks. And I'm going to keep them big like that because I really want this dish to be about the crab and the shrimp and not so much about stuffing and other flavors. I'm trying to highlight the flavors that we get from these two shellfishes. So I've got in here a cup of Philadelphia cream cheese. And to that, I'm going to add a teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning, the juice of half of a lemon, excuse me, and I'm going to add a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and we're going to combine this and then add the crab in. But I'm combining this first so that when I do go to add, when I do go to add the crab in, that it won't get mashed. I mean, you've got beautiful crab meat like that. I want to leave it in chunks so that when you go to bite into these wonderful stuffed shrimp, that you're going to be able to bite into a great big chunk of crab as well. So I'm going to go ahead and finish combining this and fold in the crab meat, and I'll show you how I stuff this. So we've got our crab mixed in, and you can see the great big chunks that are in there. And we're just going to take our butterfly shrimp and place a great big heaping tablespoon of the crab mixture, and take our prosciutto and wrap it around and set it on the tray. I've got the oven heated to 425 degrees, And we're gonna bake these off for 10 minutes. And the reason the high heat is they'll cook very quickly, but they won't overcook the shrimp, because nothing is worse than overcooked shrimp. Now let me take you over here and show you. I'm going to make a real quick, a real quick sauce for this. I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of butter and get that into a saute pan. And we're going to add to the 2 tablespoons of butter, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of flour and make a roux. So we're going to start doing this. Butter is going to melt down real fast, and we'll start sprinkling in the flour. And we're going to stir this for a couple of minutes until the butter and the flour are all combined, so that we cook the flour taste out. We're just making a very simple roux here. And to this, we're going to add the zest of half of a lemon, the juice of half of a lemon, a cup of white wine, and a little bit of salt and pepper. So now that this is starting to color, we're going to go ahead and add the wine. You could use any white wine you like. I happen to like a Pinot Grigio. And we'll put about a cup in here. We're going to put our lemon zest and the juice of half of a lemon. And this is going to make a wonderful base to put our shrimp on. So I'm going to continue to stir this until it thickens up, and we've got a little white sauce that we can plate our shrimp on. The shrimp, like I said, only have about 6 more minutes, and I'll show you how we finish this whole dish off. So this is how I plated it up. I take a little bit of the sauce, put it on the bottom, and then place 3 shrimp on each plate. And when you cut into it, the crab meat and stuffing with the cream cheese is rich and gooey, and the shrimp underneath is so beautiful. This is going to be a hit with your family. You can taste the crab and the shrimp, and this is an outstanding dish. I hope you'll give it a try.